What's up everybody, welcome to Balkan Moto. It's been a minute and it's time to get ready for the motorcycle season. Let's check out what we have in store. So it took me a while to post a video update on how things are going since the last one, but now I finally found some time. The weather is getting warmer and we want to get the Jocker bobber up and running for the season. As you can see, it's quite dusty just from sitting in the garage. So we'll do a proper clean at some point. But the job for today is to get the carburetors off. Since I last cleaned them and rejetted them and synced them, it's been 2 seasons. I did try the bike. It does start up perfectly fine as is. But I think it's probably time to do some re-cleaning and reconfiguration. So in this episode, we're gonna disassemble. So in order to take the tank off, we need to take the seat off and the seat pan, and then disconnect everything, take it off, take off the cleaner on this side, this is not even a cleaner, this is just a box. We need access to certain things, and then we're going to take off the carburetors themselves. So let's begin with disassembly. Alrighty, seat is off, onto the tank. For the tank, there is a electric plug that needs to be unplugged, like this cable right here. I've already stopped the fuel. I'll need to unplug this and drain whatever's in it. And pretty much at that point, you can just lift it off. I don't think anything else is connected to it. All right, tank is off. Pod filters seem to be intact. Next on the list is we got to remove the air box. That isn't really an air box, but more of a blow-by filter holder. We'll remove that, and we need to disconnect the throttle cable as well as the choke cable. Believe I need to take this off as well, so I can get to the throttle assembly, and then I can actually remove the carburetors that way. Okay, well, let's disconnect that stuff. Alright, throttle is disconnected, choke is disconnected. I took off the pod filters. One of them, the plastic PVC that I had put, actually got glued to the boot and unglued from the other side, and the other one actually came off with it, so whatever, doesn't matter. I'm going to reuse them anyways. Took off the box on this side, so now it's just a matter of disconnecting some of these hoses, loosening the boots on the motor, and actually I think I need to take these out in order to take the carbs out. So let's take those off, loosen everything, and pull these guys out. Okay, the last of the fuel lines are disconnected. The electronics are unplugged. I drained the float bowls from fuel and loosened up the boots on the motor. So we just need to take things out. All right, and the carburetors are out. When you disconnect everything, they come up super easy. So here they are. We're gonna take off pretty much most of it. I think I'm still going to keep them connected to each other and not bother disconnecting them from each other, but in terms of opening the float bowls, removing the electronics, opening the sliders at the top and all the internals, we're going to take all that out. I'm going to do ultrasonic cleaning, put it all back together, hopefully in the right order this time, and then we're going to mount everything back on, resync them, and we should be ready to go. Also, in this episode, we're going to do an oil change. I got some 5100 Moto 10W40. We're going to put in the bike, and yeah, a new oil filter, and we should be good to go. Alright, carbs are disassembled. Let's toss them into the ultrasonic cleaner. First the full body so you can get that cleaned up, and then we're going to do all the small components. And yep. Alright, and this is everything after going through the sonic cleaner and being dried. Let's put it back together and we'll be ready to put it back on the bike. Alright, carburetors are back on. We just need to get the tank back on. Pretty sure everything's hooked up already. We have throttle. It returns a little sketchily, but it's fine. We have the choke running. Fuel sources are plugged in. Let's get the tank on. Make sure the clearances are all good. And plug it in. And I might just turn on the fuel pump just to check for any leaks. And at that point we're in a position where we can synchronize. Alright, I have a little shop towel in there. That will definitely make it very obvious if there's fuel leaks. We have everything plugged in as far as I can tell. Let's turn on the ignition and see what happens once the fuel pump fills up the bowls. Okay. Okay. Let's crank it a bit. Alright, no obvious leaks that I can see. Let's crank some more. Okay, it's getting fuel. I think it's just really cold right now. Maybe if we give it a little bit of choke. And try again. Okay, runs pretty good. Definitely fires on both cylinders. And towel check, no leaks. Excellent. Okay, let's turn this off. I can put the seat back on. I don't need to worry about other problems. The covers on this side, on the other side will go on later. We got to sync the carbs first. And we can probably do that with the garage open because it doesn't take long. It's just one adjustment. But yeah, let's get the seat stuff on. Alrighty, bike is back together. We're ready to synchronize the carburetors. I also took the time to actually clean it a bit because it was mega dusty from sitting in the garage. And yeah, let's synchronize those carburetors. Alright, the bike is warmed up. Let's start it back up and synchronize the carburetors with the manometer. Alright, and that's about as synchronized as you can get. It's hovering from like -5 to +5. Alright, now that the carburetors are synchronized, let's drain the oil. While that's doing its thing, we'll put the cap on this side and on the other side and take off the oil filter. Alright, the oil is changed. We have a fresh filter. I'm just pumping up the front tire. I already did the back. And all the parts are back on the bike. Carbs are clean and synced, and we're ready for the season. Alright guys, that was it for this episode. The bike is ready for the riding season. Now we're just waiting for the weather to improve again. In the next episode, we're going to do some suspension work. So make sure to subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications when new videos become available. Check me out on Instagram at BalkanMoto2018 and check out BalkanMoto.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.